the greatest experiences I had in the military was we never looked at who was white, black, Hispanic, Asian. When you're when you're in war, we fought next to each other, protected one another. That was the greatest thing I experienced. That was the biggest takeaway.
You guys were all brothers
Yeah, brothers and sisters.
and sisters, correct?
And I do believe the narrative of I wish we would go into like all the Middle East countries, maybe even Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. When you're 18, you need in Armenia. Yeah, when you turn 18, you have to serve in the military.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think this country needs it.
Oof.
I really think we do because we really saw what struggle is and how we could survive it. We become so stuff like this has weakened us. Like stuff like DoorDash. Look how much it's made us so lazy that we won't even get up to go to a grocery store.
Yeah.
So the other day, I was a victim to it myself. I was like, man, I'm craving ice cream, and I DoorDash a $5 ice cream, paid the driver $10 to deliver it.
Right, a simple ice cream costs you $15.
Yeah,
but
plus tip.
If and when you do have kids, would you encourage them to go into the military?
It's their choice. One of the greatest things that I saw was someone asked another person, when your kid gets older, do you expect them to take care of you? And the person's like, yeah. And he's like, you're completely wrong. You're the person that brought them into this world. You work for them. When they turn 18 and get older, let them live their lives. Don't raise them for them to give back to you.
I ask you that because you stated that you think it should be mandatory in the U.S., just like, let's say, Armenia, Russia, Iran, and many other countries. So I figured you would probably encourage them to serve at least, let's say, the 2 years minimum.
Living in the way we are right now, yeah, that's my personal belief. But because it's not mandatory, it's their decision if they want to. Me, I joined because, yeah, the love for the country too. I was in trouble with the law, and so I had a choice: go to jail or join the military, right? So I was put in an awkward position, but again, the military is a great thing. It teaches you a lot of respect and stuff like that. It does also teach you a lot of bad things too, that you combat every single day. But it's just times have changed so much that the respect level of these younger generation is out the window.
Would you have learned those bad things too if you hadn't been deployed, or that's only if you're deployed?
No, it doesn't matter deployed or not. You have to understand, a lot of military people, veterans, and anybody that joins, a lot of them come from a low income families and stuff, didn't have stuff in life, and then you join the military, you're guaranteed a paycheck, and you start lashing out. You start spending money like you never had, and you develop into a mindset where you join the military, you think you're bulletproof. Oh, I'm a badass. I'm this, that. I could do whatever that you want. They don't realize that there's a lot of consequences in life when you're in the military. But ultimately, you're taught respect. That's where it boils down to.
Discipline and respect.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the discipline, the respect, and being able to abide by certain rules and schedules as well, because you guys have a rigorous schedule as well.
Oh yeah, in boot camp, woken up at 5 a.m. I was sort of targeted a lot because of hairy Armenian. I had to shave twice a day. I had to carry a razor with me at all times. When 3 o'clock hit, they would make me go shave again.
Are you serious? The 5 o'clock shadow would come in that quickly, huh?
Oh yeah.
And you're not allowed to have it.
What? Like, unless you have a no shave shit, unless you have a skin disorder. Yeah, you're supposed to be clean.
Not even a mustache or mustache?
No, mustaches, yeah.
It's like the fire department.
I never understood that.
Not in boot camp, but
because I remember years ago, I went to a dealership to apply for a job 20 some years ago. And they had the same policy. They said, You can have a mustache, but you can't have facial hair, like beard or goatee or anything.
Yeah, now it's the opposite, bro. Beards are okay now, apparently. But what do we know? Very quickly before we wrap up the show, we want to talk a little bit about the commission as far as what's going on with the insurance industry in Texas and what you know about the insurance industry that's going on in California as well, because a lot of insurance companies are leaving California, and majority of our listeners are from Cali. What should they be expecting with their insurance premiums and insurance rates in the next upcoming, I don't know, call it quarter, call it year, call it half a year?
I can't speak for the State Farm itself. I could give you my opinion on what I'm seeing is, times of changing, inflation is going up. It's costing, insurance companies a lot of money. Uh, sad to say there's a lot of rules that are, laws are being changed in the Department of Insurances that's costing insurance companies to leave. When it comes to the claims, I'm not a claims adjuster, but people are blaming, they blamed State Farm for the California fires, for example. Uh, People are not realizing what's happening across the country. Last year, for example, um, we had the tornadoes in Texas. We had the hurricanes in South Carolina and Florida. Then we had another hurricane in Texas. Then you had the California fires. So claims adjusters are spread out everywhere. The manpower is very limited, and that's why claims are. To me, it seems like claims are taking forever to be dealt with. That's why the public adjuster business is growing rapidly because they become the middleman person and trying to speed up the process. Um, but I do believe and honestly, COVID messed the industry up pretty bad.
How
Uh,
so?
because all the major insurance companies were giving, we're doing this. Hey, we'll pay your bill for like a month or something, or giving some sort of credit that cost the insurance carriers a lot of money. Um, but that was one of the reasons. But also the cost of insurance is going up. All these new cars with the electronics and stuff like that, the cost to rebuild homes, the cost of material and stuff, they're all skyrocketing. So that's going to make the insurance carrier raise their premium.
Is the same thing going on in Texas right now as it is in California?
So in Texas, in some parts like Houston, for example, right, we a lot of the insurance carriers had to pull out because they were losing money, right? That made like State Farm had to take a hiatus of writing certain homeowners policies because they didn't want to take all the risk. That would if they projected if Houston got hit with the Category 4 or 5 hurricane, that would put them in a deficit. So whatever other insurance companies does, whatever other states do, yeah, it does affect the rest of the nation.